Okay, you might have been surprised seeing the first sentence on the screen, but hear me out first. That's the point of this channel. I'm not trying to be rude or offensive, but I'm trying to make something clear. Just hear me out before you start forming opinions. This channel is about sharing my raw, unfiltered takes on serious topics that are happening in our world right now. So yeah, listen first, and if you feel like it, share your thoughts after. Cool? Cool. Alright, let's get into it. By the way, I'm Medusux. I know, sounds fake. Yes, it's fake. Anyway, is cancel culture just a way for weak people to feel powerful? Is cancel culture just a tool for people who can't handle real confrontation? My short answer, yes. Now, I know just saying that could be enough to get me canceled right here in my first video. And guess what? I don't really care. Well, maybe just a little, hence the mask. It's not that I'm afraid, I just prefer to keep my private life separate. I'm here to share my thoughts, not chase fame. So let's get into why I think cancel culture is a crutch for weak people. And yeah, I'm calling it what it is. Weak. Cancel culture has become a playground for those who can't handle real confrontation. Instead of facing someone they disagree with, instead of engaging in honest debate or argument, they form mobs online, gang up, and try to silence anyone who doesn't fit their narrative. It's the easy way out. Instead of having the guts to deal with a challenging opinion, they'd rather shout it down from behind a keyboard. It's not bravery, it's the opposite. Think about it. Does canceling someone really fix the issue? Does it make them change their mind? Or does it just push them into a corner, making them either stay quiet or get even more extreme in their views? Canceling doesn't create dialogue, it kills it. It's not about solving the problem, it's about people getting a dopamine hit from feeling morally superior without actually doing the work of confronting or understanding different perspectives. Look at what happened to J.K. Rowling. She expressed her views on gender identity, and immediately the cancel mob came for her. People who had supported her for years suddenly turned on her. She was called every name under the sun, but what changed? Nothing. She's still rich. She's still writing books. Did her opinions suddenly vanish because of the backlash? No. Instead, she doubled down on her beliefs. All that canceling did was create more division, more extremism, and less real dialogue. So yeah, it's a crutch. A crutch for people who are too fragile to tolerate viewpoints they don't agree with. It's also the easiest way to gain some virtual power. Because, let's be real, when you get together with a mob and cancel someone, you feel powerful for a moment, but you're not actually changing anything meaningful. All you're doing is silencing someone for a short while until they come back, louder and angrier, or find another platform where you can't reach them. Look at what happened with Dave Chappelle. He made jokes people didn't like. And what happened? The internet mob went after him, tried to cancel him. Netflix employees even staged a walkout because they didn't like what he said. But guess what? Dave Chappelle didn't care. He's still selling out arenas. His comedy specials are still some of the most watched on the platform. Canceling didn't silence him. If anything, it amplified him. And the people who tried to cancel him? Well, they got their 5 seconds of outrage. But nothing meaningful changed. And here's the kicker. Cancel culture is selective. People pick and choose who to cancel based on their own biases, not some universal moral code. You'll see the same people who call out one person for something completely ignore it when someone they like does the same thing. It's hypocrisy at its finest. Take a look at Hollywood. You'll see some celebrities get canceled for a tweet they made years ago, but others, who are friends with the right people, or have the right connections, get a free pass. It's all about who the mob likes at that moment. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying people shouldn't be held accountable for their actions. Of course they should. But there's a difference between accountability and canceling someone. Accountability is about addressing real issues. having discussions, and making progress. Canceling is about taking the easy way out, avoiding the hard conversations and pretending like silencing someone equals solving the problem. It doesn't. Let's talk about accountability for a second. Take someone like Kevin Hart. He got canceled for old tweets, jokes that, by today's standards, were offensive. But instead of people sitting down and talking about why those jokes were problematic or how humor evolves, they tried to completely erase him. He lost his hosting gig at the Oscars. Was there a conversation about how he's grown since then, or how comedians evolve? Nope. Just straight to canceling. No accountability, no growth, just erasure. Or take Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. She shared her opinions on political issues, and whether you agree with her or not, the reaction was swift. Cancel her. Fired from her job. No conversation, no dialogue, just removal. Now, did canceling her change her opinions? Probably not. All it did was reinforce the divide and push her further into a corner where she's now embraced by a different side of the political spectrum. Did that solve anything? No, it's just made the problem worse. So yeah, I stand by my answer. Cancel culture is a way for weak people to feel powerful. It's a quick fix for those who can't face real dialogue, and that's just how it is. Canceling someone doesn't solve the problem, it just shuts people down temporarily. And here's the reality. Ideas, opinions, and beliefs don't just disappear because you try to silence them. They come back, sometimes louder, sometimes stronger, and often more entrenched. Canceling doesn't kill bad ideas. It just pushes them underground. Now, you may not agree with me, and that's fine. In fact, that's the point. This is my opinion, and I have every right to share it. If you stuck around this long, then maybe you're here for the conversation, even if you disagree. And if that's the case, I invite you to subscribe and stick around for more. But if you feel like you can't handle what I'm saying or don't want to hear my thoughts, you're welcome to move on. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.